Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's lesson, we'll be counting in trillions as part of the large numbers series. We will learn how to identify numbers in trillions and then learn how to convert numbers in trillions from figures to words and from words to figures as well. Let's get right into it. In our previous lessons, we learned that numbers in millions will have 6 digits after the place value million. We also learned that numbers in billions will have 9 digits after the place value of billion. In today's lesson, numbers in trillions will have 12 digits after the place value of trillion. We are going to see that after we put our place values on top of each of the digits here, like we did in our first two classes. So in the first number on the screen, the place value of 5 here is units. The place value of 4 is tenths. The place value of 3 is hundred. The place value of 1 here is thousand. The place value of 4 is 10,000. The place value of 6 is 100,000. The place value of 1 is million. The place value of 1 here, 10 million. The place value of 9 is 100 million. The place value of 4 is billion. The place value of 8 is 10 billion. The place value of 5 is 100 billion. Now let's look at how many digits we've identified their place value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So after the 12 digits counting from behind, the next place value there is going to be trillion. Since we already have T representing tens, I think I'm going to write that as TR. So we know that's trillion. So to read this number, this is going to be 7,584,911,641,345. So that's how to identify numbers in place value trillion. We're going to go ahead and do the same for the other two numbers on the screen. The place value of 4 here will be units, tens, hundred, thousand, 10,000, 100,000. Then we'll have million, 10 million, 100 million. Then we'll have billion, 10 billion, and 100 billion. And then we'll have trillion, TR. We'll have 10 trillion, and then we'll have 100 trillion. And as always, before we got to these place values that are in trillion, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 digits afterwards. For the last example, let's go ahead and look at place values above the numbers as well. So this is going to be units, tens, hundred, thousand, 10,000, 100,000, million, 10 million, 100 million, billion, 10 billion, 100 billion. This is going to be trillion, 10 trillion. So this number is in trillion, this is in 100 trillion, and this is 10 tenths of trillion. There should be two T's here. So to read this number, it's going to be 67 trillion, 234 billion, 546 million, 789,000, 905. So that's how to identify numbers in the place value of trillion. Now we're going to go ahead and learn how to convert numbers in trillion from figures to words. We'll be doing a couple of examples. Let's begin with this first one on our screen. And like I said, if you can't do this conversion straight away, it helps to just write the place value above the number, and it's going to make it easy for you. And if you don't want to go through the hassle of having to write all the place values above these digits, you can do what I said in the previous lesson. We know that the last three will be our basic hundred, tens, and units. And then the next three, just before the hundred, tens, and units, are numbers in thousands. This will be followed by numbers in millions, followed by numbers in billions, and then these are numbers in trillions. So three set of numbers separated by the commas, and just put their place value above them. This makes it very easy for you to read the number, and it also makes it very easy for you to convert this number to words. So let's go ahead and do that. This is going to be 15 trillion. Load that with a comma. Let's go to our next three numbers there. That's going to be 762 billion. Next number there is 206 million. That's going to be followed by 815,000. 921. So you see, by putting those place value just above the number, it makes it very easy for us to read the number and to convert it to words. So that's the first example here. We're going to look at another example again on converting from figures to words. And just like we did in the previous example, you can put your place value just above them, and it helps to just use the group one instead of putting the individual place numbers above all the numbers as well. And that's what we're going to be doing here. The first three here are in hundred, tens, and units. We know that. And the next ones are in thousand, million, billion, and trillion. So this makes it easy for us to write that out. And let's go ahead and do that. So the first three numbers there, 733. We're going to write that as 700 and 33 trillion. That's 298 billion. Following that, so 200 and 90 298 billion, comma 100 100 and 27 million, comma, that's followed by 300, 397, 397,000. And finally, we have 734. So that's it on how you can easily do that conversion from figures to words. We'll take one more example on this conversion from figures to words. Just as we've done in the first two examples, we will put our place value on the numbers on the screen. So this 100, tens, and units, we know that the next three are in thousands. We have million, billion, and trillion. So let's just quickly write this as well. This is going to be 3 trillion, 900 billion, 856 million, $198,000, and finally we'll have 823. So let's read that out. That's 3,900,156,198,823. So that's it on how to convert numbers in trillions from figures to words. We are going to go ahead and do our conversion of numbers from words to figures as well, just like we did in millions and billions. And this one is pretty easy. We're just going to read and write, but we're going to pay particular attention for instances where we have missing figures. So the first one there, we have 8,511,6,821,702. So let's go ahead and write 8 trillion, that's 8, 511 billion. So that's going to be 511, 6 million will be 006, comma 821,000 will be 821,000, comma, and then we have 702. Now, you can always check to know if you've done the conversion correctly, because after the place value of trillion, 8 trillion, so after 8 here, you're going to expect 12 digits. So you have 3, 6, 9, 12. That way you will know that you did your conversion correctly. Now, say for instance, where you have 6 million here, if you fail to add these two zeros here to stand in place for 100 million and 10 million, which are not in this number, you are going to end up having 10 digits, and this will not be a number in trillion. So you need to pay attention to that. Let's do the second example together. We have 43 trillion, comma 371 billion, that's 371, comma 488 million will be 488 million, comma 68,000. So you're going to have 068 and then 123, 1, 2, 3, and there you have it, 12 digits just after the place value trillion, because 43 trillion, and then you have 12 digits. So this is a number in trillion, and our conversion has been done correctly. So that's it on today's lesson, guys. As always, I've got a bit of classwork for you to do on trillions, conversion of trillions from figures to words and from words to figures. Please feel free to submit your classwork to the email on the screen, mathswithmrspeace@gmail.com. I'll be happy to look at it, grade it, and send it back to you. If you've understood this lesson, please move on to the next lesson in the series, which is multiples. Thank you for watching. I hope that you can like our page, share, subscribe, follow, turn on our notification button so you know when we've uploaded a new video. Thank you guys, and I will see you in the next one.